We'd just like to see more out of him. He dropped a 1.006, excuse me, across the series. Still ended positive, so fair play. Great start here, though, for MHL. The AWP taking down the AWPer. Snappy will eventually trade onto Cyril, though, so it's a 4v4.
Still going to be committing to the original plan here for the T side. Grouping up, heading in towards the safe bomb site. Mighty Max looking for an angle around the smokes right now. Good flashes, though, going to be forcing him back. So ENCE looks like they've done enough initially here to try and secure the plant, though MHL will continue to inflict some damage with another kill.
Important now. Yeah, exactly, to note is the post plant does not contain that defuse kit. So it has to be these USPs to get back into this round. Oh, Snappy! Job with the Glock. And it's Mighty Max, I was going to say, in the clutch. Picks up a pistol, tries to do some work. Not going to happen. What a sick round from Snappy. 4 in the round.
And while Endpoints are already the underdogs coming into this matchup, to be playing with the stand-in as well just makes matters so much worse.
Mighty Max. Opening kill goes this way. MHL a second. 4v3. MHL indeed follows up as well. So Endpoint, despite being on worse weaponry, do have a chance, but it's the Molotov of Diha alongside his Galil. And he does let Diha go in first, just so he knows that Mac 10 is available to trade. He'll let the SMG pick up the bomb and go for the plant. Valdet watches his teammates go down to the nade. But of course, in that time, he's created some even further distance between himself and the opposition. Smoke towards front site. It's on top of the bomb. But yet again, just like the pistol, there's no kit. So a follow-up round is going to be difficult, especially when Valdo's allowed to isolate these fights. A tap onto the bomb. Valdo doesn't peek yet. Expecting some form of swing, and Cyril does give it. But it's over the top of the smoke, and Valdo don't quite know what's hit him. But getting a dink up. Hold on. I'll keep my thought for a less important round, because this is one that ENCE can still pinch back away. MHL is low, and he's able to get away with a second. Tapping away those 9s, another dink, but no kill, 2v4. But again, it's one that doesn't look far from manageable here for ENCE.
Oh, so many shots coming through the smoke as well. None of them connecting for the T side. MHL rattles off a few of his own. Diha gonna bite the dust. Man, such low HP here on 2 of these players. But HP. Essentially a 1 versus 4. And Snappy, yeah, 1 point of health to his name. I mean, it's a formality.
There you go.
And he will eventually go down.
ENCE
progress and do so much with so little, but at the same time, their gun rounds haven't been incredibly convincing, rounds that they should be winning comfortably. Right now, though, they're not going to be too comfortable towards ramp. Mighty Max forces the fight. He's got support from Quirts, but they've just been dealt with by Snappy, leading from the front. I mean, how good was he yesterday against Dago? He's translated that form here into Vertigo already as well, leading from the front.
Pretty stonking, as you said, out on Inferno, actually.
Yeah.
Diha was second to top with an 0.99. Madden went 32 and 21. We remember the game he had. It was hard to miss.
Hey guys, Hot Pizza has recently added a cool bonus for you. Now you can open 1 case for free every 24 hours. Obviously, you're not gonna get a Dragonlord here, but this deal, for example, doesn't look bad. Also, you can always use my code VLADPORT, which will give you another 50 cents and let you open another case for free. Like this monster case, for example. Now you have 2 free skins. You don't like them? No worries. You can always upgrade them and choose yourself what skin you like.
Wow.
Hot Pizza has many cases with different prices and skins inside, as well as they have recently added a case for those who find those free cases and bonuses ridiculous. I present to you the Matte case, and whoever dares to open it will get an awesome and rare skin guaranteed, like this M4 Howl, for example. So guys, make sure to check out Hot Pizza GG and find the best case for yourself. Link will be in description below.
Madden dropped D-Hut in the meantime, moves towards B. Pius has caught Quirts. Problem is the bomb is committed towards A, and it has to be committed towards A, even though there is a man towards B. D-Hut caught out, Pius as well. Now it's just Valdet in the clutch. 1 versus 4. For him to win this would be extreme. A bomb plant should be enough, though, for ENCE financially to keep afloat. And it will be indeed a 4th on the board for Endpoint. They're able to hold on with the lead.
Yeah, started it nicely with the opening kill, then able to just fall back onto the A-bomb site itself. They know how good their protocols are, their util usage, and their understanding. And so they just back themselves to be superior to that A defense. And it has proven to be the case more often than not so far in terms of the gun rounds. have been able to get a couple of kills here. Quotes is the one player who resides. Nert's gotten a kill as well. That's somewhat thinned out the attack, but as that smoke fades, so does Quotes. 2v3. Feels like pretty similar to what we saw at the start of ENCE's game yesterday against Ego. Was also back and forth. Ego were able to keep up with the pace. They kept the pressure on ENCE as well. The problem is for these teams playing against ENCE at this level is that there's just never any easy rounds.
Diha going for some spam, not going to happen. Madden, he's able to catch out MHL. Trade's coming from Quirts. Nertz has got a flank anyways, so Valda needs to pick up the pace and move up towards the A site before he's caught off guard before anything else happens. Nicely done, Diha. He'll be able to find Max. Quirts trades. Now Valda left alone in the clutch. 1v3. Finds you first. Surreal's up front, and he's only got a P250, so probably wants to play a game of time. Just about that flank from Nertz. That's the key fight. Nertz should be able to win it because the flank is in. And there you have it, right? It's a 5th on the board for Endpoint. Proof that the save is valuable. It's an AWP and an M4 saved into the next as well. Wants to get stuck in with the HE, and Nade slams some highest down for a third of the bar. Madden, entry kill does not go his way. Valde does get the trade though, so 4v3 again, ENCE man advantage.
Wow. I thought Quotes was going straight through there off the back of the flash.
Yeah, and Snappy to double down, 4v2. Looking a bit pear-shaped here for Endpoint.
Again, after they went around, going to lose the round straight afterwards. That's exactly what happened when they won their first gun round here. ENCE just keeping up so much pressure on their opponents. Nertz will get a kill, but it's the low HP player, and that compromises his position as well. Valde just going to step out, finish off the round. 2 kills coming through from him, a couple for Diha as well. And re-secure the lead, and in the process, shatter the CT side economy. Yeah, it is. It will be a lot more back than forth for Endpoint, though. If they lose this round, MHL on the boost will be able to get the opening. But they've lost Nertz in the process. It's all falling apart here for Endpoint after getting that opening kill. But MHL going to do his darndest to try and maintain some form of control. Meantime, though, in the meantime, there is some control from Valde in towards middle. Catches the first player off guard, but MHL is able to adjust to get the kill. And they do rotate in towards the B bomb site now, and they're going to actually beat the T side there.
Bomb can get planted safely. Now in a 2v2, Sampaius, all he has to do is lock in an angle, tell Diha what he's holding, and the rest is history. There's your first for Sampaius. The Diha trade, at least in. Quirts, as soon as he peeks out, it should be Sampaius that beats him. Instead, Sampaius. Another roll of the dice in the post plant. Quirts, smoke on top of the bomb. 10 seconds stick. He's going to tap it. Sampaius has got to be bricking it at this point, wondering, is he actually sticking it? But a swing with a P250 will draw the conclusion in favor of ENCE. The art approach, Diha. Wouldn't quite draw that comparison, but you are correct in saying art feels like the only other bigger in Tier 1 CS that does it. Is Max 10 not going to work out as Nertz to take him down? 3v5 here, ENCE. 8 rounds T side. You know, we haven't even drawn any conclusions to how the half looks so far.
Bomb plant will be found.
Yeah,
also
okay.
Awkward for ENCE, and there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, how is there still so many people alive? Madden, nice attempt there. Unfortunate, not going to be MHL.
Damn, that's true. All in one-shot headshot range for those M4s. Exactly. There's 3 of them in play as well. MHL, he's one of the players with the AK long-range spray, will be able to get the kill. Opening frag onto Madden. There's more where that came from here for Endpoint as well. That's a huge wall bang from Diha onto Quirts. That's such a big kill to bring it back into an even numbers game. MHL gonna get smoked off here as well. All of a sudden, ENCE have just bought their way straight back into this round.
Not only that, gives confidence in the bomb. Oh, it's denied. Literally half a second in it, but MHL to drop the carrier. Has to get the reload off, but that doesn't stop Nertz from fighting more. And it's all on Sampaius, AWP in his hands. 8 might just be all that ENCE can muster up here on their T side. Player spotted, fires off the shot, but Surreal to sideswipe the AWPer. And it's 7 on the board for Endpoint. What a half from MHL. Nertz wasn't even needed. I mean, it's pretty impossible to do it like that, but I'm just, you know, I want to throw that one out.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Nicely done. Quirts a double kill, but Madden and Snappy, they're not done. 2v5. Somehow it's still kicking. Quirts will finally take down Madden. And now it's just Snappy left in the clutch, and he's short-lived as well. Nertz will have him taken down, and that's 8-all. A response now. Endpoint a chance to take the lead.
massive execute here into the B bomb site coming through from Endpoint. So much utility being thrown in, but it's going to be Madden who gets the first kill, and that's going to be taking the attention away from Diha in the back of the bomb site. The more Madden does, the easier it becomes for the Polish rifler. Eventually shows his hand, able to get a kill. Snappy gets in the equation as well. Just quotes left remaining, know exactly where he is.
Agreed. I think makes sense as well for Quertz, right? Because as you said, he's not going to know the ins and outs of the Endpoint strat book. You just let him play on his own. You know, we saw yesterday he's a very capable rifler.
Madden's in a really awkward position right now towards the middle, looking to hold down the line. He does get the first, reappears for the second as well. I said it was awkward because he didn't have any support, and there were two players coming into his direction, but able to deal with both of them. And that's just left Endpoint hanging.
Weakening and softening up that A-side defense. But look at behind, look at Snappy in the position. There's your first, there's your second, all three with the M4A1S. Snappy, you gods, you monster. 10 all, ENCE tie game, and by elimination means money in the pockets here for Endpoint is going to be very, very dry. I mean, this is looking so winnable right now, isn't it? If you're Endpoint, should be a tie game unless this fight goes the CT way, and D has done it.
Getting them away back into the round. Yeah, 3 versus 3 continues to apply pressure. So much damage through the smoke. Are you kidding me? All three of these players at less than 34 points of health. In fact, what, 55 between all three of them? That is not a lot of health. Trying to find space here to go for the bomb plant. Just trying to go for the gunfights. They're able to trade 1 for 1, and now nobody's got any health on the server.
Madden's got one in though. Surreal, 34 points of health. Definitely a winnable one, as you said. HP for both players is low, but time is the worst issue. Madden will take his head off his shoulders, and that's an important one for ENCE. You thought Endpoint would have had it.
He doesn't even get a single frag. That opens up a lot of space here now as well. Doesn't look like Endpoint immediately want to capitalize towards middle, but it's Surreal who catches off the aggressing Snappy.
Great shot. All of a sudden, Endpoint. You just opened up the chances back into this round, but MHL to slam the door shut in front of them. Quertz find another one as well. Valda 1v4. As you said, Endpoint back in business, gap down to 2. He looks a lot more manageable now, doesn't it, from this spot than he's able to return to B. But in that time, Mighty Max has already escaped towards white box. There's your first D, had caught completely off guard. I mean, I don't know, I personally would have liked the volley a little closer to the site, and he spent so long looking for it. Madden has to jump in for a trade. Some players will do exactly that, and so a 3v3 to ensue. But again, it's one of those that ENCE...
Quertz is trying to keep their attention on that side of the map right now. It does seem like Sunpire starts to smell the rats, as does Snappy, but no, not going to be able to figure out what's going on in time. Surreal continues to make the impactful plays here for his team.
I'm going to look like an idiot, and we didn't. 16-14, 16-12s, and a 19-17. A close game, right? I was going to say, it's my third day watching Endpoint in a row now.
Couple players towards the bottom of the B stairs as well, so probably going to wrap in towards that B bomb site, but feels like ENCE have a really good idea of what's going on right now, and they're able to shut it down for the most part, at least so far.
Massive chance, and Madden slices out the flank of MHL. Surreal now in the clutch. The K-Man needs to do it again for Endpoint to keep them involved here on Vertigo, and as he starts to push on in, Snappy positioned in middle. His teammate backs away, and I was going to say he's ready for the jump up push, and he damn well is. 15-14, map point ENCE. They've made it difficult here, Hayes, but it is damn possible now.
Not a huge amount of time, by the way. 25 seconds left remaining. They're going to have to go towards the safe bomb site. ENCE don't believe it. They're rotating away.
Madden, he's done some unconfirmed damage. A second smoke and a Molotov surely should give up the ruse that Endpoint would go for it. And a plant from Nerds, a nade won't be enough to deny. But the HP on these remaining players for Endpoint are looking juicy for a retake. And they will go for it, of course. It's round 30. ENCE have found their way back in. Diha claims the first. So much tag damage done to Surreal there. 6 points of health is all he's left on. He nearly finds the conversion through the wall there. A tap at the bomb. Madden wants to bait out a peek, and he will be given it, but it's Madden to find the frag. A second shot this time, it's Quertz, and it's Diha in the clutch. 1v3, one kit, no smoke, no chance it feels like left in the round, because the more that this bomb ticks away, we will feel that we go to overtime. 15 all, and 30 is not enough for ENCE to close out their pick of Vertigo. Great way to open things up. Quirt's removed through a wall. Don't quite know the context, but an important first frag by the looks of things. The corner of the box in middle was his demise. 4v5, now down to 3. Snappy's caught off the IGL. Madden, he'll trade. It's another 1-for-1, but it favors the CT side. If Snappy can get out, it would be good, but MHL made it a 2v2.
Big kill coming through from him in the meantime. Nerds has been going on a bit of an explorative mission on the opposite side of the map. Finds himself in full control of this B bomb site. Was he spotted though? I think Diha did see him out. Yeah, definitely. With the utility coming through now, you can tell both of them just trying to use that smoke, but Nerds is actually the one who's able to put it to good use.
Literally the outskirts of it as well. Bomb plant. It'll be stuck. Sunpius makes a step. Surely they know, but behind him is Nerds. Messy spray, but it doesn't matter. He caught the AWP with his pants down, and that'll be a round on the board. Important, so important. For real, finding a double. Hold on, how's that happened? Cracks open Martin and then Volder, second to fall. Snappy could be walking into the guillotine of K-Man as well. He will be denied. It's a 2v5 that they have to claw back from. How the tables turn. Endpoint look like they could be taking the first map here.
Is going to be Snappy to try and maintain some sort of control here over towards the, say, bomb site, dumping his utility right now. There's a lot of time left, and it's going to be MHL from behind the sandbags. Looking over the bomb site, able to get the kill, and Sunpius is never going to be expecting Nerds in this position, able to go for the wide swing. 2 kills comes through from his M4A4. That was so awkward for Snappy. You could see he was trying to fall back, trying to get back to a bit of safety there, but nowhere safe when Surreal's on the server. Unless you're Volder, playing around the smoke right now, left to his own devices, gets himself 2 kills, rescues the round for his team. Leaves Sunpius and Madden in a winnable position, and this is a must-win round as well, right? To deny Endpoint the flawless T-half of overtime.
Surely they do. One was thinking about it. There you have it. There's your first. Mighty Max will fall as well. And so ENCE take a 16th.
ENCE, no, Endpoint would have been relying on his information. Look at the off angle here from Mighty Max. Madden spotted him in his peripheral. They're going to go for the wide swing afterwards to force the trade. Mighty Max he hung around, and that cost him his life. Quirt's going to be the first responder here. Looks like he wants to try and get ahead of the game, try and obstruct them from going for the bomb plant. Is he going to go through the smoke here is the question. He will actually eventually push straight through, and he catches Valde. The nade's got the bomb planter as well. Diha answers back with the frag, but the pressure's on now.
Thrill in MHL in the post plant. Smoke dropped on top of the bomb. MHL goes for a stick. It's so messy. Diha didn't get it. There's your first. There's your second, Diha. And he keeps ENCE alive.
Where's that bomb? On Snappy's back, in towards the side he goes. Narrow angle to work with their Endpoint. Want to try and use that angle to their advantage, but that costs them 2.
Great shot from Madden.
That's so unfortunate. Always nice to be on a bit flank, but when all your teammates die on the bomb site, then you just kind of hate your life.
Yeah. And cross sides in the middle of it.
Great flash. Real blinds it up. Was he spotted there? Doesn't matter in the end. We'll still get the kill. Sure, traded out. More kills continues to come through. Rotations being drawn out here as well. Sunpius is so low. How has Quirt's done this all? He's still got his goddamn USP out right now. Eventually going to pick up the AK and lose his head, but he's gotten his team into a fantastic position with those kills.
3v2 to keep Endpoint bubbling over into double OT. Oh, there. Oh, that's a molly picked up, and that's Max forced into the open. Has to run away. A smoke towards front sight. Valde thinking about peeking and does now the shot. 2v2. Does he a HE for his sins? 2 M4s left. Nerds is left to the late round. MHL trying to get over the top. Spots Valde. Snappy in the clutch.
Now he's going to commit to the bomb plant, but they've got him boxed in. How does he even find an inch to work with? First comes through, but he can't find the magical transfer. Nerds will get the kill. Last player left alive in the last round in the first set of overtime. Nerds will complete the defuse, and we run it back.
You're entertaining the idea of an ENCE advantage. That bomb is the only thing going for them right now, though. It's a tap, not a stick. Valde needs to peek out in the next couple of seconds to find it. Now it's a stick from Surreal. Now they've got to kill the diffuser. And Diha's in the VIP. Now it's Mighty Max's turn to get on it. He's not going to be able to get it off in time. And ENCE do obtain a 19-18 advantage only by the skin of their teeth.
Wow, massive round in the end. It comes incredibly close, but ENCE able to make it work in the post plant.
What an 8 set from Pius and Madden. Just blasting the Rifleman out of the round, or the AWPer, excuse me, of MHL out of the round. Nerds and Quirts both with kills yet again. Pius is going to be denied of the bomb plant. Quirts just leaping through, and that buys time for Nerds. Volder removed. Endpoint advantage.
Once again, they've been able to win the first 2 rounds in overtime. And actually, look at how even their kill distribution is on the side of Endpoint. Yeah, 1-for-1 trade to start off the round. A lot of damage has been done, though, to both Diha and Madden. Not going to stop Madden from fragging, though, that's for sure. Only when he's in the grave can you be certain that he will not find you on the server. Oh, Quirts was lucky to be ducking there. Again, Pius has been able to be best MHL. But surprised there. Seemed like MHL was a bit slow on the trigger as Pius walks into his scope, but still 2-man advantage for ENCE. Same situation as the first set of overtime where ENCE were down 1-2 going into their second half of overtime. That time it was on the T side, now it's the CT side. The HE grenade should touch down though. We'll get the kill. This was a 4v2 that's turned into a 2v2 and HP actually favors the T side.
Surreal's going to punch in the digits in the post plant, looking quite good. Pius goes for a bit of a pre-fire on the double box. Doesn't connect in the meantime. K-Man gets up close. Surreal peeking between the left and the right. There's your first Pius in the clutch. It's the no-scope. Knew the Quirts was towards double. Wants to try and switch out to the weapons, and he doesn't fire off the shot. I think the idea was to fire off the shot and bait him in. Now taps the bomb. Quirts, he did jiggle out from the white box, but didn't see it. Pius, does he have it? No, Quirts will hold on. 21 on the board for Endpoint. Map points. Doesn't want to go for something aggressive, but doesn't want to leave gap unattended. But that's his life gone. Surreal opening kill. Volder lining up 2 is important. The Dane eventually removed by the AWPer of MHL. 3 versus 3, but time. 35 seconds, not to mention Quirts and MHL in this scenario. Both sub 40, 39 points of health each.
Madden's in a great position. He's getting a lot of audio cues right now. So Diha's actually rotating across and towards the say bomb site. It means ENCE are going to have all the cavalry on the scene. Won't be able to do much about it. Can't necessarily deny the plant, but Madden peering above the smoke, finally able to pounce. His patience pays off. Actually flawless in the end there. All 3 players live to tell the tale. Don't take any damage in the process. Endpoint stutter as they approach that finish line.
The Endpoint name respectively. And here we go. Pressure towards A. Nerds. First kill. Second kill for Nerds. That's a massive entry. Now on the retake. It's a great shot from Pius to connect. But the problem is you've lost 2 and you've only butted him 1. The smoke in front of Mighty Max will give him an escape route towards short, but he doesn't want to back away. He wants to stick around and try and catch them with their pants down as Madden jumps on top of the boxes. It's going to be heard, it's going to be seen by Max, but he doesn't want to take the fight. It's MHL to find the killing flow. Both players bind, both players gone. It's 22-20, and Endpoint have map 1.
What an upset coming through from Endpoint. On their second map point, they're able to make it work.
You know, tough that they had no business in winning 2-0. Their pick of Ancient as well. Very messy, by the way, from Snappy, who does a hell of a lot of damage to Surreal, but not enough to take him down. 4v3 in the post plant. Bomb is set down. Mighty Max is going to be holding for a flank. I do believe it's Pius here, trying to hold things in. He's waiting for MHL to get a little closer with the dualies, and then they can go for a little bit of a pincer action. But the angle is completely unchecked. Pius will find the first. MHL does find the trade. Diha, 1 versus 2. Bomb problem is planted so open. He knows that Quirts is towards long, does hit the shot, knows that the second man's on ramp. Problem is he's got no kit to accompany it. MHL can spend all the time in the world in trying to bait, but yes, just not enough time. Give him half a second longer. ENCE probably stick the defuse there, and Diha will pick up the round. Still, the round falls out of their hands. Pius with the scout does find a tag. It's Nerds to go and gets the collateral onto Mighty Max as well. But Volder in the flames has to back off 1 point of health. The difference, and MHL will equalize the numbers. They need to hold on to the bomb planter though, while Quirts can't save him. He sure can trade him. 3v2 man advantage yet again in favor of Endpoint.
Massive multi-kill coming through from Quirts to alleviate all of that pressure. A lot of space created now for them to try and make their way in towards a bomb plant, though Quirts not looking incredibly healthy. Pius catches Mighty Max, who is pushing forward. This is actually looking awkward until MHL bails them out with the massive kill. Madden has been able to get a little bit further forward than what MHL might expect, and he does indeed get that frag. Bomb plant comes through. Quote's super low right now. This is very winnable for Madden. Doesn't have a kit, but time's not going to be the problem. AK even picked up in the process. Got a flash, a smoke, everything he needs right now.
Madden fires back. Gonna see if there's a HE that was going to get pulled out, but no. Quirks, all he has to do is dance and play with time, but Madden will execute him. ENCE have their response, but it is at the cost of a bomb plant and 4 kills.
I believe that was towards the A bomb site. That's the site he's opened up, and he's leading the charge now. Are they using him as a fake? Looks like the bomb's undecided right now. Mighty Max bobbing and weaving back and forth. Needs to go towards B. That'll be the better option, and Quotes is just doing the Lord's work right now. He's created so much space with the rotations he's drawing. However, Madden hasn't completely taken the bait.
Yeah, he wants to stick around. Problem is, Endpoint have played this in such a contact that Surreal, he'll get out this angle surely. Okay, he does score. MHL on the angle, does get the trade, and that's important. 2v2, and as you said, it was Quirks that sold the dream out towards A. Enough so, both players don't know what's just happened. Now Quirks can weave his way back into this round through elsewhere. MHL is going to be able to surely catch this player off guard. It's Diha that walks into him. It's Snappy against 3. And at the end of the day, yep, it's sensible. Save 3-2. Endpoint have their way back in with rifles.
Immediately draws a couple rotations. Madden still hangs around on the B bomb site though. I thought after he got the kill, he probably would have been better off just staying tucked into the corner. Maybe leaves him susceptible to the wide swing, but if they start to fall behind the game here on their CT side as well, that would be a difficult position. Sunpius off the back of a flash, so able to get 2 great kills to open up the round there. Nothing Nerds or Mighty Max could do about that one.
4v3, down to 2. Snappy's found another MHL in the clutch 1v4. Maybe they heard me and I put too much pressure on Endpoint. Against it, here's the step out towards site. Valder should have him locked in, although he doesn't. MHL, surely not. There's a lurk smoke thrown in. He's going to try and go for a spam. Oh, so low. And Diha knows there's a gap in the bottom of it. He taps it again. MHL, is he going to be spotted?
Oh,
Diha hits the shot. That's close. Very nice try, MHL. Not meant to be this time. It's a force on the board for ENCE.
Rotation comes through just in time from Sunpius over towards the B side of the map, and it actually looks like Diha's coming in that direction as well, but minus the Spaniard from the situation, Madden now has to try and thrive, working from the corner. Going to be good for the 1 kill, damage through the smoke. That's all it's going to be, not a kill. MHL look for a second like he might want to go through, and he does. He catches Diha on the opposite side. That is outrageous and egregious. And it's Valde left in the clutch. 1v2, no kits in play.
The mid-round has given Endpoint a tie game. Not only that, ENCE's economy set back to square one. They will, just because of smaller sample sizes. So, again, you take these with lesser pinch of salt. But it is 38%. It's actually worse in the top 50 than it is overall. So, there you go. Although this round has been made expensive, you know, we blabble on and we kind of try and fill the dead air. Time low, money not good, but still managing to cough up some damage. 15 seconds. They know where both players are though. And Max, that's a dream to spot one, but Surreal needs them both. 10 seconds. Got to charge down the side player, and it's just a dance with the Deagle that gives Diha more damage, and there's just not enough time. And ENCE steal away another round. That's criminal, and he dies after the time as well.
Oh my god, that just adds insult to injury. That was a hard eco coming through from ENCE. I mean, as you say, we were just going off on a tangent.
But ENCE kind of know what's already happening before Endpoint even give them any clues.
Yeah, they're taking so much time in these rounds on their T side so far. Mighty Max doesn't have anything to work with after being smoked off, and Diha just mows them down. Great position behind the default box on the A bomb side. And all he has to do is focus on towards Donut because he's got his teammate watching A main. Sunpius gets the instant trade out on Mighty Max. And it is near flawless from ENCE. Endpoint, yeah, just...
It's brilliant. Actually, I've picked the right site for once. It should be a round that goes their way, especially when the only defender is on 18 points of health. And in one of those spots, even when Nerds is on 2, and he should realistically be the first contact out towards the site, you know there's always going to be a trade. There you have it. Valde finds the first. 10 seconds. Time is an issue. Mighty Max, if he swings, he can't afford to go down. That's so important. Does he have time? Oh my god, that's close. But he is just about good enough. 2v3, post plant, could be a fifth on the board for Endpoint. It's got to play time now. No one can afford to peek. You've just got to play for yourselves. Play for the round. Surreal. Oh my god, I thought he was peeking, but no, the wall will save him. Madden, in the meantime, trying to close the gap to this donut push. Did he spot the man out towards Cave? Yes, or towards Temple? Yes, he did. Donut's found as well. Mighty Max with the first. Did spot Madden jump on it. He now knows he's not on just because of the M-Force man. No. He's jumped so deep. Mighty Max has played this one to perfection. Jumps up, sees that he's fired off, and now he gets the headshot to Madden. 9-5. Endpoint at least have got the bare minimum to work with. Wants to move back towards middle just to make sure they can't then relocate themselves towards Donut and out towards A. Flashbang. Blocked by MHL. You get the gist of the idea.
Oh my.
Quirts,
wow.
What a shot. Didn't even see it, but you could just see through the X-ray that it is a corker of a frag to be getting. And look at the time that Endpoint have got to work with, you know. In a 3v2 scenario, they can opt to go back towards Donut, and they probably will, because again, as I said, look at Nertz on the minimap right now. He's created so much space. He's got this rotate basically locked in. He's going to have heard some Pius move back across, and now they can just move through mid and head back towards B if they wanted to. But they opt for the former, not the latter, and Nertz is on the flank to try and catch the AWP. Some Pius is going to turn around, and that is poor timing as Nertz will execute him from behind. 20 seconds left. This should be Endpoint up to a 6th. And this is the competency half we were looking for in Endpoint.
Yeah, at least they're able to restore a bit of life to their display here. After leveled up at 4-all, they lost their anti-eco. That made things look bleak. You see, you can...
No one's going to get the line up. Diha makes his way in towards Temple. Some Pius wants his way in as well. Look at this, a triple play, but Surreal is able to find the first. Problem is he's dinked up, so the advantage, sure, in numbers in his favor, but one low HP is a tangible that ENCE will have to work with. Mighty Max, a smoke and a kit, so as he right-clicks that on top of the bomb, this is a threat. This is a serious problem now for ENCE. They cannot allow him to get on it, and they will. Quirts is here to just body block, and it's good damage, but Mighty Max continues to stick. They wouldn't have heard it. Now they think he's not on it, but of course Max is sticking it, and Endpoint steal the round away from ENCE. It's a bomb plant, sure, but it's a massive round for the CT side. As Endpoint, they find themselves the round. Says Mighty Max 1v2, feels more of a team effort than anything. Ultimately, though, all players with head armor, so those MP9s, well, I say those MP9s, it's the MP9 and the FAMAS you've got to be looking at. Won't be as solid as Madden. It's an AK to open things up. Mighty Max traded by Snappy, 2v4. What the hell has just happened to Endpoint here? Yesterday, it felt like Endpoint's curse, or rather ENCE's curse. Today, it feels like Endpoint's curse. Hayes, this is a massive chance for Surreal, but only good for one. Low HP on all three. Quirts might just think about giving this one a go. Got to. Does he really want to go for this round?
Wow.
Done.
That is huge. That's devastating. Endpoint win the pistol.
Savage.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We didn't see this from Endpoint at all throughout the half. Look at how far forward Sun Pius has been able to get towards B. And he's actually forced them back into Cave. He's scared them. Just with his presence alone, plant comes through. Has to be a retake.
How is there even a bomb plant? Never mind 3 kills. Now it's finally scraping the surface on an Endpoint retake. No chance here though, fella. No chance at all. As that bomb continues to cook up, Valde hits the headshot onto MHL. Diha will find it 15-7. Map 3 looking likely.
Not just likely, almost guaranteed, I would say. CT's into Cave, they run away from him. They don't want to face up against him. So he just creates so much room. Valde again able to double down. This time he'll fall, but still, it's Diha's flash, it's Valde's double kill, and it's the round 1, and with that, the map for ENCE.
It's ENCE's world, Mighty Max. Shotgun, bang, there you go. He led Sumpire. Snappy actually falls, 2v2. Diha finding one more, though, taking his tally to 23 here on Ancient. And Madden will take his to 25. Ladies and gents, ENCE 16-7, a very comfy win out on Ancient.
Taking a bit of time to commit to the bomb plant Chara Endpoint, which means ENCE will be in position.
Diha, nice shot onto Nertz. 5v3, make it 2. I mean, Endpoint, you know, it's nice that they get away with a plant, but you just don't see the post-plant going their way at all. Max against 4. Finds himself first, but this is just going to be stuck by Diha, and eventually it is over. ENCE will take the pistol. As I said, a bomb plant goes a long way, though, for the T-side economy. They're going to be able to afford Galils, maybe an AK here or there.
I actually thought Endpoint probably should have done a bit better with that executing to the B side, considering the way that ENCE was set up. Now with the force buy in the follow-up round, they've been dealt with swiftly.
Nice shot, Nertz. He's been buying the MP7 an awful lot in recent times. You know, I've watched so much Endpoint when I've noticed that there's an MP7 invested by Nertz more commonly than a Mac-10.
Yeah, that's true.
Too many maps. I'm starting to reveal the whole strat book of Nertz and Endpoint here. And Nertz just walked into it, and now he's tagged up. He fluffs his lines onto the Orp of Sun Pius on shore. All of a sudden, this is right, the Emperor of Madden. It's right for the taking here as Valda takes down Surreal. 5v3 position. ENCE have got a numbers game, and yet again, time seems to be quite the limiting factor in this round. It's a shot from Mighty Max, and Quirts might be able to double down, but ENCE still got the numbers.
There is a player here towards Ticket right now. Fake plant, though, to draw the push. He does accomplish drawing Diha out, but he can't get the kill, and that's going to leave MHL with no chance to win the round, and might go down after time. It depends how much Sunpius wants to commit to this. Oh, the molly is everything. Okay, he doesn't even have to peek it. He just burns them out. Crispy.
He's F4s alongside the Orp of Sun Pius now. Need to do a lot of heavy lifting between them. Quirts is Deagle, eager to get stuck in on the CT position on the right-hand side of the smoke. It's Diha to claim a number back in favor of ENCE. That smoke way too deep to cover off ramp in its entirety. Valde needs to jump on top and catches out MHL. Now, 3v3, tries to get on the bomb. Great shot from Quirts, and it keeps the dream alive here, Quirts. Sunpius left on short with the AWP, no chance in the round. And that's the first on the board for Endpoint, and it comes in the form of pistols.
I think that was really poor positioning there from Sunpius, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he just he was on the B-bomb side for so long there, while both of his teammates were already in C. Numbers in towards middle, player in towards Palace as well. Probably an A split coming into effect here. You can see they look a lot more comfortable on the T side here than they did on the T side of Ancient. Making moves with a lot more time on the clock, but Sunpius finds a second.
Important. Very, very important. And you can see, real comfy for this ENCE side to make it 5. 4v2, Quirts and Nertz. Now just Quirts. I love that their names, like, kind of fit.
Yeah, definitely a nice little rhyming sequence there.
Unfortunately, no sequence in the 2v4. He's dropped us with a harsh XD. No problem. There we go. You heard it here first. Diha. No problem for the big man. Opening kill goes his way.
Okay, great kill there. Was Mighty Max is going for a bit of a timing play, pushing through the smoke. Not really inspiring too much confidence. Nertz tries the same thing. Diha's just wondering, what are you guys doing? Easy kills coming through from his AK-47. Valde knows exactly what's going on towards the A-bomb side as well. Nearly catches Quirts off guard. Thankfully for Quirts, MHL will peek out just in time to keep him alive. 4 versus 2, no time left on the clock here. Endpoint might even commit to just saving their guns because this round is done.
Second one just as, if not more. Endpoint derailed once again. Sure, they had the bomb and maybe the availability to go for a plant. Just the time was the biggest issue, and that's what... And you just see it's going to be a bit gutting here. Flash over the top. Great shot from MHL.
Oh my god, he follows it up. That second is crazy. Great awareness there from him. Beautiful heads-up repositioning. Holds the angle.
Especially now he's tucked in on that angle. Mighty Max has some flashbangs lined up for him, and he's going to be blind for the first and the second. Sunpius should be clear. Oh, sorry, Surreal should be clearing him out. I saw the SU, and I thought it was the Pius. But no, it's the real Valde. Attempts to connect and maybe even deny the plant.
Oh my god.
The bomb carrier. That's important. Now he knows what the lost is, and a nice shot from Sunpius. Finished up by Valde. A 4K gives ENCE number 7. That is savage.
Yeah, he's looking for some information. This might give him a bit of a false sense of security right now. 2 players to make their way forward, clearing out the angle. Mighty Max falls first. Valde just snaps on the second. My god, he's looking in fantastic form. And Sunpius, the other player I mentioned, he gets into the kill feed as well. 20 seconds left on the clock. Endpoint still need to recover the C4 and somehow try and get it onto the side to plant it. That just doesn't seem possible until Sunpius completely exposes himself. All of a sudden, there's a chance in the round. Quirts hunting for Valde will fall victim as well. He is unstoppable right now as Diha eventually gets in the mix. What a way for ENCE to win the round.
You just don't think that's too easy here, especially when ENCE are in a position they've looked on fire from. Great first opener from Diha, who doubles up. Diha nearly finds himself a third time and not quite on his side. Eventually, that's 4v2 because Sunpius' AWP is involved. Madden's able to take revenge. And there we have it. It is looking damn good right now for ENCE. Double digits. Strong finish for the half. Could see us done in the first 15.
Problem is they're running out of time. Not in the round, but in the half. Rounds are starting to dwindle. Great shot there from Nerds into Sunpias. Valdez in position right now. Oh my god. Nerds nearly able to get the transition onto the frag. Comes incredibly close. ENCE will win it out, but they take a lot of damage in the process. Again, just 30 seconds on the clock. I don't know how they do much from this position, although great flash there to open up. Dia goes down. If Valdez does as well, all of a sudden this looks really ugly, and actually that's what's happened. Sure, Sunpias gets a kill, but he should get overwhelmed. He leaves himself completely overexposed. Easy step out with the kill. 4v2. Endpoint have all the chances in the world now.
Yeah, this is a big one for Endpoint. It was an eco in the rounds. Still made it look doable. I mean, Nerds on the AWP and MHL on a rifle. You'd have hoped it was the other way around. Madden able to slice out the lower HP of the two. Great flashbang. Nerds forced away. Molly dropped in. He can actually move himself over the top, and that's exactly what Madden will do. Problem is, the more he jumps, the more he'll burn.
Oh no, Madden's just too messy. They're trying to get that frag in the end. It doesn't actually matter.
If he'd have got that kill half a second quicker, that bomb diffuses his. But Nerds, despite whiffing everything, as you said, massive chances now. His T side is to close the gaps.
Wow.
I choked. I was just about to start speaking. Oh my word. MHL opens things up. Great shot with the AWP. 5v4 yet again with ENCE taking a full bite. And especially when the buy looks like this, you can't afford to take these disadvantages. And with the rest of the pieces falling into place, Quirts, what a two-piece. Sunpias will save. 4 on the board for Endpoint. Less stress on the pistol and the full buy. I'm not saying, you know, there's no stress on it because you're fighting from behind. Every round counts. But as you said, you know, Endpoint don't have to go on as much of a cooler as they would have from a 12-3 half. So, I guess
inevitably goes down, and with that it's going to be Endpoint to start to assume control of the safe bomb site.
Post plant's just so hard. Sunpias was the win factor for them with the AWP. Not happening here. That should be a 5th carved out for Endpoint. Made difficult, but in the dying embers of the first half. Iha trying to make the KD look a little better. 1 kill's good for him. 10-5.
Well,
I can give you a TLDR.
I'll
give you a TLDR. I used to play Gmod. There was a guy called Retro with 1-0. I wanted to switch it, so I put it 2 zeros.
Okay, well, there we go.
Diha, 1-for-1 out towards middle. Mighty Max drops. Surreal next in suit as Sunpias. His Glock still kicking as Diha here for support as the bombs drop, but it doesn't matter because Diha's hitting shots.
God.
Diha down to Nerds, 1v3. ENCE. A pretty poor end to the first half, but that is one hell of a way to start your second.
Yeah, absolutely. Superb shots coming through there from Diha. They know exactly where Nerds is as well. He is a dead man as he comes around the corner. Madden gets that kill with these 11-5. Beautiful pistol round for ENCE. Gonna try and finish it off with a brute force approach in towards the safe bomb site. Numbers coming through from Palace. Nerds doesn't spot any of them out. It's Quirts who's staying around the bomb site. Great transfer to get that kill. Still able to stay on the site itself from the triple box. He gets a second. Felt like he was always going to go down there. So the fact that he gets 2 kills before he does is superb. So Snappy will get a kill to bring it back into an even numbers game. Madden jumps in towards Connector. Great movement from him to net the kill. Man advantage in play. No kits on either Mighty Max or Surreal. And this retake looks really challenging.
Surreal and Max. Your brothers in arms for Endpoint. Need to have a worldie of a retake here. Smoke on top of the bomb. A second one. Now this I like. Problem is, no kits between them. It's a whole 10-second hold. They'll tap it, but they've already heard the little zap that it makes when you pull off, when you flick your mouse too harshly. They know they're not on it. Sunpias will find the last 13-5. They won't die to the bomb either. And ultimately, that's going to be a harsh reality check for Endpoint.
25. So, the points I'm trying to make here is I wonder if there was a lot of exhaustion, a lot of energy consumed by Endpoint to win that first map. And after they lost to the Eco, maybe that was breaking point, though there could be some breaking points here in this round.
Dick shot, Diha and Madden. Bringing the numbers back in. You said it yourself. There was a chance. There was an opportunity. Another one bites the dust. This time it's MHL on the left-hand side of the gun. So 2 versus 2 at least. Madden finding the first. And you know MHL was out on short because he got the initial frag. Moving in with the AK. I mean, the most doable of 1v2s considering the HP, but ultimately not going to happen. 14-5. ENCE. Maybe the one here. ENCE, as you said, to book that semi-final slot against their European counterparts. Quirts will fall. Diha, entry frag. Surreal needs to go nuclear. Knows that they're under Palace, but Diha hits the second headshot. Traded out at least. Snappy fights Nerds 2v4, and you start to think this game is all but over, which is unfortunate because I said how good Endpoint looked up until this point, Hayes. You know, you bring up a recent statistic, but you've got to think about Vertigo. Sure, it was their pick, but the fact that they take ENCE down on it, they've got the money, and they know this will be a massive pain if Endpoint lose out.
Oh, the spray through the window.
Ooh.
Okay,
Survives.
just going to be able to stay alive.
There's a man in Palace of Quirts. He's in a pretty advanced position. Nerds in towards CT, but D has got him taken down, and they even know about this Palace play in general. I mean, not that they're looking, but they don't exactly plant for him.
ENCE to start missing a beat right now, man. 5 versus 3. D off the back of the flashbang essentially finishes off the round, finishes off the map, finishes off the series. Quirts will eventually emerge, but not victorious, just from Palace. 16-5. ENCE are victorious, and they go into the semi-final against Gamer Legion.
Brilliantly done by